Hey, and welcome back to the channel. It is our Tuesday night live right here on YouTube. And if you are with us live tonight, hey, and welcome. I'm so glad that we're here together. If you are watching the recording, then a big hi to you too. So tonight we are in the kitchen and we are gonna be making a low-calorie spaghetti squash lasagna. So all the flavors of lasagna, but much less calories, much higher fiber, much healthier, much more nutritious, but it still gives you that homey feeling. It still gives you the taste of lasagna without being all the calories. And it's cheaper than lasagna. It takes way less time, super simple. Over the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna show you how to make a really easy dinner for your family that's healthy, nutritious, delicious, and hits the spot. So first thing we're gonna start with is a pan. You're gonna want a baking dish and you're gonna wanna go ahead and zap that with some cooking spray, okay? So you're gonna wanna zap that with some cooking spray. Now, if you are new to the channel here, we do weight loss tips, health tips. We also do healthy cooking recipes. Because listen, losing weight, eating to lose weight doesn't have to be boring. And so you can actually still eat really good, delicious foods that are healthy and nutritious and that help you lose weight. It's not about deprivation. And then once in a while, we mix in some, not healthy, but delicious recipes. Why? Because it's all about balance. So we have our baking dish. And then here's the things we're going to need for the recipe. We need a spaghetti squash that has already been cooked and into bowls. And you're gonna wanna get a spaghetti squash that's anywhere between 3.5 and 4 pounds, okay? And you're gonna cut it in half, bake it in the oven, get it out, and I divide it in 2 bowls, half and half, okay? Next thing we're gonna need, 4 cups of a marinara sauce or 4 cups of crushed tomatoes. I do crushed tomatoes. I add some garlic powder, some onion powder, some salt, some pepper, and some Italian seasoning. And that's what I'm using. But you can also just use marinara sauce. You need 4 cups of that. And so I have 2 cups in each bowl because everything's going to be divided in half. Then we have 3 cups of reduced, so basically skim milk ricotta cheese. In each bowl, I have 1.5 cups, a total of 3 cups. And then last but not least, the topping on our spaghetti squash lasagna is going to be 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. And so you don't have to divide that into 2 because we're going to use this all at the end. And so this is going to be 2 layers that we're going to make. And it works best, again, if you just assemble everything, put it in bowls, and then make it. And here's the cool thing also with this. If you are doing this, if this is going to make 4 servings. 4 servings. So you can double the recipe. You can make one to eat, and then you can also make one to put in the freezer. This makes really, if you go to the store and buy some of the tin disposable food, the things that you bake in, you can make this and put it in the freezer, take it out of the freezer, pop it in the oven. It's a quick, healthy, delicious, nutritious meal that's already been made. And so when I'm making things, lots of times I like to double up and make one and pop it in the freezer or triple. And it's gonna save you time later on busy days, busy weekends where you still wanna eat healthy, but you don't necessarily have an hour to cook your freaking spaghetti squash, all right? So I'm gonna bring you down and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to assemble this. If you have not, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from and give us a comment. Hey, I love spaghetti. And you can comment whatever. You can just say hi. You can tell us where you're watching from. And then don't forget to smash the like button. So let's move you down. Let's get assembling this lasagna and show you how simple it is. All right, so I have my 9x13 pan and I'm gonna take half of my spaghetti squash, okay? So I'm gonna take half my spaghetti squash and I'm going to put this in the 9x13 pan like so. And you just wanna kind of make sure it's even, just like that. Again, if it's not all broken apart, you can make sure it's all broken apart into spaghetti type, because it should be almost like spaghetti type noodles when it's broken apart. So you want to make sure it's all broken apart. And if it's not, if you have any clumps, just break them up with your hands. Your hands are one of the most amazing kitchen utensils you can use. Okay, so once you get that all even, and depending on the spaghetti squash, sometimes it can be a little juicy. And what you can do is you can just ball it up and you can just squeeze the juice out of it. So if you are putting it down and you notice it's juicy, ball it up and just squeeze the juice out of it, like so. And if you like all the extra juice, you can skip this step, and I have found doing it like this is probably the most effective way to do it. All right, so now that we got all the juice out, now we're gonna do the same exact thing, spread this on the bottom of our pan. Okay, now that we have our first layer, you can see how that's all pressed in. We're gonna take half of our tomato mixture and we're just gonna pour that on like so, and we are going to spread this out. And you can use a spoon. Obviously, I'm just using my hands. Just spread that evenly on there. And one option you have, if you want some more protein in this, is you could actually do 1 pound of ground beef or 1 pound of ground turkey and mix that in the sauce. I don't have it in this version, but I've made it both ways. This is lower calorie, but I do prefer it with the meat as well. I do like it with the meat as well. So now we're gonna take half of our ricotta mixture, which is 1.5 cups, and we're going to spoon this into the pan. And then we're going to press this like so. All right. So once we get that first layer, so we have spaghetti squash, we have the marinara, then we have the ricotta. Now we're gonna go ahead and repeat that. So I am going to squeeze out my spaghetti squash first. So I'm just gonna take it in my hand and squeeze it out. Okay, once you get that done, and this one, I'm gonna try to spread it a little bit more before I just put it in. So we're gonna squeeze it out. And then I'm going to separate it with my hands and then just kind of lay it in the So once you get that in there, now you're just gonna move it around so you have an even layer of spaghetti squash. Just like that. Then we are going to take our marinara, put that on. Spread that around. Then we are gonna take our other 1.5 cups of the ricotta. And kind of sprinkle that on. And look at, this is all the juice we took out of the spaghetti squash. Okay, now last step, we're gonna take our 1 cup of grated Parmesan and we're gonna sprinkle this on the top. All right, so we have our cheese on top and it is assembled. So this is gonna go in the oven at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes until it's golden brown and bubbly, just like this. So let's go ahead and pop it in the oven. Yummy. All right, she just came out of the oven. She's nice and bubbly brown. After it was in the oven for 33 minutes, I turned it on broil for the last 2 minutes just to get the top nice and bubbly and the cheese golden brown. And so there she is. Now we're gonna let her cool for about 15 minutes. Okay, so this has been sitting here and this has been cooling. And so this spaghetti squash, there's 2 different ways you can do this. So you can use this whole spaghetti squash and just have this for dinner. And you're gonna divide this 9 by 13 pan into 4 servings. Now, if you're using it as 4 servings, it's gonna be 474 calories per serving. So 474 calories for 1/4 of this pan, which is a lot of freaking food. Like, it is a lot of food, all right? However, what I like to do in our family is we actually divide this into 6 servings. And then what we serve it with is a side salad. So this side salad is like less than 50 calories. And we have lettuce, purple onion, cucumber, tomato, and so it's all veggies, all 5, like good stuff. And so we will serve this into 6 servings and have a side salad with it. And so it's still keeping it low calories, super filling. And let's serve this up and show you what this looks like. But I want you to imagine making this for dinner. It smells like lasagna in my freaking kitchen, by the way. It smells so good. Come here, buddy. Smell. It smells delicious in here. Smell. So anyway, they're over here watching me. They're waiting to eat. So imagine making one of these, having it for dinner, and then popping one in the freezer on a busy night. You're busy, you don't have time to cook, you throw this out, you're getting the kids ready, you're getting home, you're putting stuff away, you pop this in the oven and bam! Out of the oven comes this amazingly delicious, here we go, like you just slaved. I mean, you're only doing so much slaving for this. But anyway, let's go ahead and plate this up, show you what it looks like, and eat. Okay, so here is a full serving if you were making that lasagna for 4 servings. Now, if you wanted to cut it down in half to 8 servings, look at how big. This is like what a normal piece of lasagna would be. So look at how big that piece is. And then you could serve this, which would only be 237 calories, with a side salad. And for both of those, you're still looking at just over 300 calories. Pair it with your favorite Skinny Girl dressing. And if you're super hungry, just have the whole piece. So my husband just ate. I would do more of this. Half of a piece, so 8 servings, and then the salad. So babe, spaghetti squash lasagna.
What about it?
You're the picky husband.
No, it's good. It's good. I mean, it ain't lasagna, but it's darn good. I like the brown cheese on top, and I can't believe how much I can have for like not a crazy amount of calories.
He said, no, I can't have all this. That's got to be too much.
Yeah, because normally if you get lasagna, it's like this is a serving, like this.
Yeah.
So the fact that I get all this, and it tastes really good, and it's seasoned well, and the sauce is good, and it's cheesy, I'm all about some cheese, man.
So you saw the 2 different ways to do the lasagna, whether you want to do the Mac Daddy, I mean, gosh, guys, look at this. Is like bigger than my hand. the whole piece or you wanted to do half of a piece, you're talking about delicious, healthy, hits the spot, still has the lasagna taste on a fraction of the calories. Listen, losing weight and eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. It just doesn't. And so if you haven't, make sure to subscribe, make sure to smash that like button so you're able to, when we do post healthy recipes like this, you don't miss them. And so let us know if there's anything else you want to see here on the channel, but it doesn't get much better than this. Easy, healthy, delicious, picky husband approved, kid approved. Liberty, come here, baby. No, my little girl, she's had other spaghetti squash lasagnas, but you just had this spaghetti squash lasagna.
It was good, yes.
It was good?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make a happy plate? Did you clean your whole plate?
Yes. And also, if you hit that like and subscribe button, you'll be the first one to be able to know when she posts any of her videos. You'll be the first one to know.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be the first one to know? And so anyway, let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see us make here on the channel. We're all about sharing with you our favorite recipes, as well as maybe healthifying some of your favorite recipes. So let us know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. If you make the spaghetti squash healthy lasagna, tag me on social media. Let me know, whether it's Instagram, Facebook. I want to see your healthy lasagna when you make it. Don't sleep on this one. I'm telling you, make this week. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place.
Bye.